And I think I'm live. YouTube is, or OBS rather, has recently been giving me some issues with going live. I think it works though. Huh? Anybody in chat that can see my actual stream? Actual stream. Okay, yeah, it's live. Okay. Hey hero. Yeah, OBS is really weird. It's been giving me an error and it doesn't tell me it's live for whatever reason. Or actually, no. Oh wait, the other one's for recording. Never mind. Back at Shower Patch? Yes, indeed. Let me just tone the music down just a tad bit. Like that. Some Berwick music in there. Have you ever heard of this game called Berwick Saga? Yes, it is peak. I'm gonna switch to Linux soon because I hate Microsoft now. Literally me for several years now. I use Pop OS, Mr. T. I would recommend that. So yeah, it's been a while since I worked on Shower Patch. I was kinda just burned out on it because I was stuck in Chapter 5 for so long since I wanted to make it perfect. And with the CMU, the Radiant Dawn CMU, oh boy, I just... what the E are you using? I am using Pop OS and everything that comes with it. I was just sick and tired of Tellius. Now it's been a little bit better. Congrats on the patch, the fast battle animations patch. Yeah, that one is done. You can download it on my Discord server, my game dev Discord server. I can show it right here. Have gone some more members thanks to Mang's stream now recently. But yeah, you can go here. The link is in the description. Talk about the shower patch and other things I make, as well as download them. Like if you take a look into MISC downloads right here, there's instructions how to apply the faster battle animations patch, among other things. So yeah. Oof, DM'd me, boo. Anyways, it's been quite a while since I touched anything here. I looked into it a bit again last time, and or yesterday rather, and I reworked the character roster, or whatever you want to call it. I just made it a little bit prettier, streamlined it a bit with colors and everything, since I didn't feel like going full retard. I've also made the FE9 one, as you can see here. The green squares are what I'm relatively confident in. Yellow squares I don't really have many thoughts on. And orange squares I'm not quite sure on the placement yet. As you can see, that's pretty much most of the cast. There's a couple of small changes, like Stash told me that Chapter 22 would be perfect for Leveil. I had him in Chapter 25 originally, and I think I wanted to remove him completely. But I thought like, hey, you know, as a temporary guy, that could work pretty well. Other than that, Volk, Voluk, I think it's mostly just stayed the same. Leveil makes sense once Elgius joins, yeah. But we'll get there when we get there. For now, I've kinda already finished Chapter 5. There's a couple of bugs in there that I need to fix, but I honestly just need to do another chapter for a bit, and see, continue with that, and then see how that goes. So, wait, is that actually the correct one? I think I'm thinking of the wrong chapter there, with 5x. Excuse me. Because... Chapter 5. That's the wrong chapter. It's not Chapter 5. It should be Chapter 7x. That's what it is. Let's fix that real quick. Oh, I need to remix it, I think. We'll put you down below 7. Chapter 5X doesn't make sense. This is the Petrine fight. You get to fight the Petrine fight. Nedata, hello Zero. Our hero, the Dragonborn comes. What the Sigma? Anyways, yeah, last time we pretty much did this chapter. As I said, there's a couple of small things I'm not super happy with so far. There's a couple more things I want to change, but I just need to take a look at another chapter. I've worked on this one so much. This one is cutscene stuff. So next up we're gonna view this chapter right here, where you're in the forest. And I did make a little... I played chapter 5 yesterday. So we're just quickly gonna jump into that because I don't recall. So we have... yeah, we have all of these units that I need to switch, like, between, not switch, what's it called? Divide between the two groups. And I kind of feel like I probably want Riz to come with Shinon and Gatry. And then who else? Maybe Soph? Soph, Riz. Soph and Riz comes with Shinon and Gatry. I think I was also considering putting Titania away for this chapter. Having her be with the other two. And then I could make this kind of centered around your scrubs, but I'm a bit worried that you could just lose all those scrubs, and if you're not going to lose anybody, it's probably going to be Titania, so... what do you guys think? Should Titania be on this map or not? Because I'm not really sure. Grish is the main strategy for this chapter. Because I feel like the last chapter could be pretty hard, and if you lose anybody but Ike, Ike might just be too weak if you get unlucky to actually fight these guys. But on the other side, I could make these guys just a little bit easier because you don't have your strong units. Maybe that's more fun, actually. And then you'd instead have Mia, Mist, Elincha, Rolf. I agree on that approach. Soph I'm not quite sure on, because Soph would actually fit more with the other group. He does no longer have Blossom, because Blossom is just ass. But he does come with the Stiletto. So yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. And Titania Juggernauting XP in this chapter kind of annoying. Yeah, I would kind of agree with that. So we're gonna attempt to split that up just a little bit. First I need to check here. Mikata. These are your main units. You want real replacements as soon as you can. One thing I didn't quite like about the last chapter, but it does kind of make sense because it's supposed to be rather difficult, is that you have a shit ton of units. Because I don't want you to bench somebody so early. Let's see, now I also have to remember, how do I make them not force deployed? I think I gotta check into the script. It's been so long since I looked at anything here. Right, that's cutscene stuff. Cutscene stuff, cutscene stuff. Here. Yeah, it sets the unit position here. Yeah, and if Titania or Soren are dead, they'll still appear in cutscenes, so that's handled by this. Let's see. 34 is... 34. Oh, 030, wait. So they're all getting placed right here? Okay. Okay, now I see how it handles it. If you take a look at the code here, up top here, it essentially tells the game to place all of your units on this tile right here. And then it's like, oh, if that person lives, actually put them to the top. Okay, I see. So what we have to do then is we have to remove Titania, Riz, and these two. Not sure who dummy one is, probably just a placeholder. And this checks if Titania is not on the team, aka if she's dead, so we're gonna remove that as well. If Soren is not on the team, that is fine, however. Alright, we do that, and then we check, we remove this whole thing with Titania. We remove the whole thing with Riz. And I think I should probably try to keep it... There's probably a reason why they did it like this. I'm not quite sure what the reason is. But I should probably keep it the same. So we're gonna keep this in the same same vein. I'm gonna just do regular Lofa. Lofa these nuts! Oh god. I can already feel the brain rot sweeping in. So we have YU. Let me check the other characters. Or actually, it's probably better if I just check it on Dolphin. YU missed Rolf, Elinsha, and... Well, Soph shouldn't be here, so... I mean, I guess what I could also just do to make it probably less complicated... No, I was gonna say just make all of them force deploy, but then you can't change their positions either. Actually, no, you can. But still, I think that would probably just be annoying. So yeah, we are gonna remove Titania from here for now. Actually, you know what I could be worried about here? What if you don't have any access on them, or any, like, weapons? Should be fine. Might as well add in 2 deployment slots to smoothen things out. Yes, I will make everybody be able to be deployed in these early chapters until you really get the base. At that point, you're gonna have to decide if you want to bench somebody or not. But at least until then, I want the player to just be able to play around with all of their units a bit. See who performs well and who doesn't. Okay, just gotta check... Erinchia. Yeah, here. Erinchia Queen. Is that the correct one? Oh, I guess I assigned the animation to her class and not her character. Okay, that is the correct one. So, yeah, let me just copy this. This. It's Alincia. Yes, we have, oh, we have missed twice there. I already have missed. Yes, Soph doesn't need to be here, Mist is here, Mia is here, Alincia is here, and Rolf is here. Okay, that works. Then we just need Well, Mist is getting moved here regardless. Rolf is moved there regardless as well. Dummy 1. Okay, I still don't know who Dummy 1 is. Dummy Thick 1. Okay. I'm gonna copy these. Copy it like this. I'm gonna do YU. YU. Rinchia Queen. She is truly the queen of our hearts. Yeah. Now I just gotta check the tiles. Okay, so that is... Riz should be on... I think I'll just take the values for Riz. Or Rolf, maybe. Yeah. So we will do... Or I gotta do this on my second screen. It's kind of difficult to keep all of it on track in like one screen, so... Well, I'll show it off in a second. 2, 8... And then 12-4 and 12-9 for Titania. We can use that one for Mia. 12-4-4 and 12-9. And then we have another slot for Alincia, where we can just use... let's maybe use... 12-4-4 and then 13, which is 13-6. 13-6. That's where Mist spawns. That's a little bit far up. I'm gonna move her down one. And then I guess we can make this right here, so that's 12-7. That works. Right, I think that's all of them. So I essentially just moved their positions here. The first value stands for the hex, for the horizontal, and for the x coordinate, and the other one for the vertical, right? Which is the y coordinate. Generally, yeah, Titania almost always has to be used in early game Path of Radiance. Currently playing Maniac mode, it's normal for Ike to one-round most enemy he faces. He's level 12 with like 14 speed and 14 strength. He can, if you get lucky with his first level ups, he can. Right, so we have added the new characters here. Oh, here. Titania. Event Titania is obviously no longer here, so we can remove her from that. Talk event. If unit check live by PID, we're gonna remove that for Titania as well here. Move unit by direction. Regular Lofa. Okay, this one checks if Titania, Event Titania and Event Soren exist. And if they do, it continues. And places them in different spots, but I think I can just completely comment this out. Actually, so yeah, it checks if Titania and Soren are alive, or if Soren are alive. And if they are, escape by PID. It plays a talk event. Which one is this? MS? Let's check that one out. Raw dialogue. Chapter 7. MS 07 OP 04X. Everyone ready? Let's go. Okay. Pretty weird. I think I can comment that out as well. Why do you now throw problems? Man, what is your problem, man? Wait. Okay, it does these ones regardless, but that should be fine. Then this is one. Aw? Yeah, like, that's too much. So this one is fine, but if I comment it out, it throws me an error? Expected expression. But why? Okay. Okay. It just really doesn't like me removing that. Okay, what if I don't completely remove the label? Label is never used. So that is fine then. It is never used. Which is okay. I don't even have to comment it out in that case. But that would probably be better just for readability, so I'm gonna keep it like this. So yeah, this label is never used, but that's fine. Because Titania's gone now. Then it loads the different difficulty modes. Here, okay. It transfers Grail, Shinon, and Gatri. We're gonna add to this. We're gonna transfer Tiamat. Is it like that weird where the devs added dialogue if Boyd somehow died in chapter 1? Yes. Did you remove that comment? That was a normal comment. We're gonna remove Soph. It's gonna go with them. And we're gonna remove Kilroy from the team. Right, forced Sally. I mean, I'm fine with them being forced, I guess. Or am I? I mean, there's not really a reason to force people to use these characters, but I'm kind of afraid that it will bug out. So we're gonna remove those. Okay. It's only Ike that shouldn't be able to be moved. That's some more cutscene stuff. It's a complete flag. Where depending on the dialogue and if these two units are alive, you get different dialogue. One at the end, if Riz is alive, he gets a mend. I think I can just change this to be mist. Or instead of checking if Riz is alive, it checks if Mist is alive. Okay. I'm obviously gonna have to eventually rewrite that, but I don't even want to think about that. It needs to be in a playable state first. And this is also somehow connected to that. I don't really need to know how exactly. I just need to change out risk for mist. Scripts, tutorial, equip tutorial. Right, and now I want to check for mist. Because... okay, it doesn't change her form, so I think it's... are these just empty dispos? Oh, it's probably in the comment file. Event 1, yeah. We're gonna make this regular Rolf. He is no longer a child, he is now a child soldier. We're gonna put these at 41. 41, and she is a player. And Lofa is gonna be here, and he is a player as well. And Dummy is a... oh, this is a Lynchia. Oh. I see. I see. I think we do gotta add some spawns into here. I think this is the one that matters. That is Mist, Rolf, Mia, and a Lynchia. Or rather, I can just, instead of Kilroy, can use Mist. And they're set to 49, so retain stats. Actually, isn't 49 also force deployed? Is live chat still working? Okay, yeah, it's just nobody writing. So we're gonna do that, and then we're also gonna change up YU. We're gonna add in, let's just copy the data for Mist here. Do Lofa. Lofa. Archer. And then a Lynchia. Rinchia Queen. I think where's my Princess class? Cleric, Priest, Princess, there we go. So we actually don't need two of these. And we're just gonna move Lofa. I guess set him to be right here. Mist was right there. YU was here. She should obviously... I don't think it really matters what I set her to here, but I'll just do it just in case, because it's better for the map. Music Jason Muramasa Unalloyed Blade Works. Does that have lyrics? And is it copyright free? That's the question you gotta ask, and then if that's fine, then that's fine. Okay, put her like right there. Alright, we're gonna save, we're gonna load in, and we're gonna see if this works. Restart. Seven out of 6 units. Okay, they're no longer force deployed. I can deploy my... wait, why can I even select her? Titania also shouldn't be here. Neither should Riz. Oh, I know what happened. They're probably, bishop, okay. Yeah, here's the real Arinsha. They're used in the cutscene and they're never removed. Okay, so let's check Tiamat. What is this? FE9 Shower patch is my rebalance patch of FE9. Just theme, no words, not sure about license. Is it from a game, hero? So Tiamat, she shouldn't be, she's not getting put into the game here. Neither here, neither here, neither here. Neither here. She is transferred over. That's the only mention, so it has to be something in the dispo. It's probably because she's here in the common. Okay, and this is the dummy. We don't really need the dummy. Let me check if I can just remove it. Because it's obviously just used in cutscenes. Unit set position. Right, I need to comment this out. We don't need the dummy, we have a real Alinsha now. Unit set position, we don't need that. Yeah, okay. And then we can just completely remove the dummy. And then this is a vent mist. I see, I see. It's from Fate Grand Order Gacha, but it might be copyrighted, might as well not. Okay. From a gacha, I'm a little bit iffy, because I think those are more often copyrighted. But if you have some other ones, I'm happy to hear them. Alright. So Titania and Risk can't be in here. So technically, I should be able to just delete them. Because they're never called in this, in the cutscene. So I think this just fixes it. So let's save. And restart, and hopefully that should fix it. Not quite sure why Rolf and Mist are in that position there. What? Hello, how are you doing, Dawnlord? I'm doing alright. I'm doing alright. Trying to figure out, there's still a couple of bugs on chapter 5, like the one you mentioned. I didn't quite fix it yet. I think I know what the issue is. But I have to look into it. Elise Hacker. Hello, Elise. I'll have to look into it, but I just need a break from chapter 5. I wanted to work a bit on the other stuff and actually make progress. $5 from Abyssal Dragon song request. Shining Force, Resurrection of the Dark Dragon with our power. Alright, let's play that one. Shining Force, Resurrection of the Dark Dragon with our power. Extended, there we go. Oh, I remember this one. I played this game a little bit. I didn't finish it, but it was pretty good when I played it. Okay, so why are Mist and... Let's check Mist. Understandable, it always feels better to produce something new. Yeah, I've been stuck in that chapter for so long, and I've only recently got back into trying to hack this game. But by recently, I mean literally like yesterday. So I just needed to get into something that will actually make me feel like I made a bit of progress. I know what the issue is. They spawn on the same tile. spawn on a different tile. Alright. So, Lofa spawns on, what is that? 12-4. Let's just make him spawn on 15-4. And he moves to 15-7. And then Mist. It says here she spawns in at 12-3 and moves to 13-7. I'm gonna just make her spawn on 13-3. And YU 12-9. She should spawn in here. I'm fine with that, but she comes in 12-4. Same as Soren. So we're just gonna make her spawn in 12-5, I guess. And then Alincia also comes in 12-4-4. So we're gonna make that, let's see, 12-4-4. We're just gonna move her like 11-5 maybe? Let's do 11-5. 11-5-5. Move into 13-7. Wait, no, that's missed. Into 12-7. Okay. And I think, yeah, there's also... so what I did is I just changed the locations here a bit. Hi everyone, I'm afraid I have things I need to go do, so I can say. Hope you all have a good time. Thank you, Tom, for checking out the stream, even if you can't stay. Really means a lot to me, man. I haven't caught the streams in quite a while. It's become harder recently. Yeah, I've also just not been streaming all that much recently. So I changed these positions around a bit, and this moves characters based on your numpad. So 4 is left and 8 is up. They move up, and that might be the reason. This might be the real reason why we're having problems here. I'm gonna remove this. And we are gonna hit the file save. And we will give it another go. Okay. What are you doing there, Rolf? Rolf, what the fuck are you doing there? Huh? He can't move anywhere either. He's just standing in the air, menacingly. I did see that you streamed Darkstone at some point. How was it? It's really good. It's my personal, like, top 5 FEU hacks, for sure. Easier to stab people from the top of the tree. Rolf is a smart guy. Very much so. Okay, I need to take a quick piss break. I'll be back in a second. Enjoy flying, Rolf. Okay, I'm back. Holy shit, Viet Cong Lofa. Wolf couldn't stand fighting anymore. I have no idea why he's doing this. What is he thinking? Get this man a tree. Okay, so... who's this? Oh, Event Tiamat. Let's remove these. So this is pretty much... these are the 4 units we actually see here, so I think I also need to add them to the Mikata here. So do YU. Oh wait, that's the other placeholder. We do a Rinchia Queen. Alright, and now I have to think... here, so... this is Orintia. This is YU. Orintia belongs on that tile, and... this one is YU. Is that correct? No. I hate the fact that you have to, like, if you put units on the map, you have to do it, like, 3 times and 3 different things to make sure it actually works. It's only like this in FE9. In FE10 it's much more pleasant. Because the way FE9 handles it is the common file, which is the cutscenes, essentially. When the cutscenes are done, the units that are not loaded out of the cutscenes are still in there. And the other stuff gets loaded on top of them. But in FE10, all the stuff from the cutscene gets removed at the end of the cutscene. So you only have to worry about the one, like, whatever difficulty you're doing. Okay, let's just compare these one by one. So this is 12.5. You know, let's not compare them, let's just try it out. Too much stinking, and we're here for the shower patch after all. Let's maybe actually try to watch this cutscene. Like when they move in. I get the feeling this is not the best of ideas. I don't know what the fuck Rolf is doing there. I don't even know why he's up there. Didn't even know you could change the height. Okay, Rolf. So clearly him standing on this tile, they don't like that. Didn't like that one bit. I think he was standing on that tile, so... yeah. Looks like the game didn't like you watching the cutscene. Yes, that is a problem, however. What if we just put them, like, here? Okay, let's try this, I guess. Give Rolf flying movement. So fucking true. Green, Gryle. How you doing, Donlot here? I'm doing okay. Well, at least they're not crashing now. Why are you invincible? Huh? There's just another invisible unit here now. I don't know! It's like there's a placeholder here, but I didn't put any placeholders in here anymore. We got the imposter among us. We do indeed. What if I just move? Okay, I can't move them like that. I think sometimes it does do the move, but just afterwards. No. Ooh. Spent Titania. Crazy portrait. That's the placeholder portrait. I'm just really not sure. Wait, I think these have to be 41, not 49. Okay, I think I do have to do it like this. I will make it quite simple. Anyone else, if you change something, can't get full screen and chat to work together? No, not as far as I know. So we're gonna do the simple. We're probably gonna rework the cutscenes. I have AT Machine who said he was willing to help me with that, with doing some of the cutscenes. I just want this to work. And I think once it works, it becomes easier for you to do the cutscene or the movement afterwards. So we're gonna have the characters be on the exact same tiles. So this was 12. Or let's just do 13, 9. There we go. Then Boyd is at 13, 10. Let's do 14, 9. Then we have YU who's at 13, 8. That's not right. Let's disable all of these. $13, 8. Okay, we'll make this one 13, 8 as well. $13, 8. Boyd, let's also just make both of these 14, 9. I want there to be as little chance as possible of them moving in the same spot. They're just gonna appear here without moving there. Which is gonna not look as nice, but hopefully it's actually gonna work. Soren is 14, 7. 14, no, it's 14, 8, 14, 7. We did YU. Ninja is 12, okay, 12, 7. Mist. Mist is in 13, 7. Do that one as well. And you're in 15, 7. And I think we can even put Alincia in 14, 8. In the middle, that kind of fits for her. Okay, let's see if this fixes things. Okay, Save here. Saved. Oh. Okay. Thank you, Ranso. I don't care. Alright. See if it works now. Oh, we need a new song, guys. We need unos nuevo músico. Is it possible to change the map terrain? Very, very limited. By current knowledge. It's very, very limited. Let's see. I'll turn music back on in a second. Why are you there, Rolf? He's even higher up. No, he isn't. Okay. Why are you there, Rolf? You should be here. Oh, it's because he's on a tree. But why is he up there? Okay, I don't get it. I'm just gonna continue with the playlist. Why are you here, Rolf? You should be here. Wait, that's not correct either, is it? What's this? Scenario? So he should be right next to Soren, but he is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 to the right, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 to the top. Didn't I comment that one out? Coordinates are fine. It has to be something with the script. Let's look for Lofa. Oh, Lofa. Yeah, see, this is the movement that I commented out. Set position, wait, 15-4. Does that fit? That does fit. Okay, I just need to... I think the reason is he starts on a tree, and because of that he can't move. Because he's at a different height level. That would kinda make sense to me. So we're just gonna set his position to be 7. Let's see if it works now. Was I muted the entire time? Oh my god. I didn't realize. Was that after I came back from pissing? Man. Oh my god. I feel so retarded. Yeah, I was doing things. I didn't realize I was muted. If I am doing something on screen and I am not talking within like more than half a minute or like a minute, you're fully free to tell me and ask me if I'm still here. Oh man, it happens. Yeah, I was trying to figure out why Alincia isn't on that tile. Trying to figure it out. Arincia. Let me check. The ID must be the same. Arincia Queen. Yes, that is correct. Because you can see she is. She doesn't start here for some reason. You know what? I changed Mist and Rolf. Not quite sure if that will have an effect, but let's just save and retry. Or do you have 2 lines with Valencia's position? Do I? She is now truly a Falconite. Just without her Falco. Well, okay, the first one sets her position to just be there. So she just spawns there. And the second one says, okay, from your position, from there, move here. So from position 11.5, go to position 14.8. So we will... 11.5, let's check that. Ah, that might be the issue again. 11.5, yes, that is a tree. We're just gonna have her spawn at 12.5. Okay, I think that should solve it. Save. Flying Alincia, my beloved. Yeah. Yeah, and now you can select these as well. Perfect, perfect. They retain all their stats. Exactly what I wanted. As you can see, I was able to train Rolf just a little bit. He actually has okay stats now. You know, it turns out if you don't get him like super late. Oh, and he does have insight, I guess. It's actually kind of alright. Okay. Okay. And now what we should do is we should probably just play the chapter and see how it feels like. Yeah. Nothing really more I can change here. Acquisitions are fine. We're just gonna begin. And we're gonna see how doable this even is without Titania. Because that already is a huge nerf. I think with this boy, 8 speed, yeah, with the extra strength he has and the speed that they get weighed down, you can just double them. Let's put you here and then maybe Ike right there. Rolf here. Soren. Why you? Ah, we spotted them. We're doomed? No, sire. We will make it out of this without Titania. Maybe not Ike, but most of us will make it out of this. Yeah, I do feel like the stats of these guys are probably fine. I don't think I need to change much at all here. The big issue is more so, I think this Ike is also just particularly bad with the 6 speed. And I didn't give them any... The enemies are still vanilla. Yes, so far they're still vanilla. I've only just started working on it. I also didn't give any of the stat boosters away. Ho 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 ho. Low for these! I feel like these soldiers are just a little bit too tanky. I can probably keep them mostly the same, but I just wanted to reduce their defense by like 2 points. Because I don't want the player to just be totally screwed. It's a good roll, imagine if he was flying. So true. I think I'm also going to do the same for the wizard. I want you to be able to one-shot this with a strong unit. Okay. But at least this now seems to work. Okay, we're going to get out of Mikata. So... okay. Where is... oh, wait! Oh, you know what I just realized? This is not the Japanese version, so Maniac mode is obviously not Maniac mode. I don't need to change Maniac mode, I need to change Hard mode. But this does mean that I only need to change Common and Script. I don't need to change the difficulty one as well. Okay. That explains things. I was looking at easy mode when it said Maniac mode there. I see. Okay. So, I need to look up in Sal's server when the bit flags were. Bit flag. Here, okay. So this is for FE10. Unknown. I'm pretty sure it's this one here. So this should be... wait, I probably checked this out some other way. I only find my one post there, but the one I made was for FE10, not FE9, and I don't remember which one it was. Let's check the previous map, because I remember this one. I think the first 2 stats don't change. I think it's like it goes from the last stats. That's what I recall. Yeah, I feel like the first one, the first 3 I think are irrelevant, and then it starts with HP. Let's just quickly test that. It's a good roll. Yes, HP. So we give this guy 20. He should theoretically have 16 more HP now. So yeah, we've saved that. Let's check this out. I think it was the 3rd stat. Yeah. Okay, so it starts at the 3rd hex byte there. We obviously don't want this guy to have this much. So it's HP, strength, he has negative strength, magic, skill, speed, luck, and then defense. And we want him to have 2 less defense. Let's do 3 less defense. How much defense does he actually have? 3. We'll do 3. So we do... did your Soph die? No, he's at the other side. So Riss, Shinon, Gatry, Soph, and Titania will be on the other side and come along in the further chapter, and then everybody else will stay here. Right, so we do FF, that means 1, FE means 2, FD means 3 less defense. And then, yeah, let's check. These guys, they're already lower stat-wise. We're gonna do the same thing, where I'm gonna reduce their defense by 2 more points. Let's even do 3 more points. These guys are supposed to be rather squishy. Let's maybe do FD for this one. Be a little bit higher defense. He's like slightly higher stats. This guy, HP, strength, magic, skill, speed. I'm gonna give him 1 less speed. Sorter. I'm just gonna lower their defense a little bit across the board. Because I am a little bit worried about your units just not being able to push through here. Well, this is an armor. Armor is probably fine. We can maybe reduce his strength by 1. Can you give Halberdiers access and crit plus 15? I technically might be able to, but I don't think I want to. Halberdiers are fine as they are. We'll get there when we get there. So far, we're not even close to thinking about promoted units. Right. It's the 3rd one, right? Yeah. I'm gonna do FC. It's the Armor Knight. FC. 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 So this will be a little bit of a breather, apart from the fact that you obviously don't have Titania. FE. FD. It's another wizard. You're a wizard, Ari. FD. C. A. Okay. And these axe guys, they also need much less defense. Let's give them FB for defense. B, there we go. I think let's just try that out for now. If you trained your weaker units correctly, it will be quite an easier map. If you shove Titania at all your problems, well, here's the thing. I don't want the player to soft block here, because the previous map is harder, so you can very much have some units die there. And if you do, I don't want them to be unable to play this map. At least for the first couple of chapters, I want there to be a little bit of a safety net. After we get to the convoy, honestly, after we get to having a convoy, the chapters should theoretically take less to do, because the further you get in the game, the less special scripting, eventing, and this character is absolutely here you have, and more you have oh, you have character slots. Okay. So yeah. Wait. Oh no, it did work. Wait. These guys don't seem like they have less defense. Did I change the wrong stat? By the way, can you make convoy like FE11s? Once the characters die, their stuff goes to convoy. Should theoretically be possible, yes. And I may just do that. We'll see. What did I do wrong here? That is the defense stat, though. Oh, I changed the ones on Maniac. I had... Oh my god. I had Maniac on by accident. That explains why... Or easy mode, rather. That explains why some of them were weaker. Okay, now we gotta go through them. Yeah, because they were on top of the other ones. Okay. Makes sense. FC... C... C... FB even, yeah, I gave them FB. Let's get B. It's an armor, that's fine. FC... C... C... This, I think it's fine if this chapter is at least a small breather for the player, where they can like train their units a little bit more, even if Titania is not present. Yeah, are you able to change terrain as well, or is it a problem because of the display of the map? So terrain is technically changeable. What we can change is map objects, like this tree, for example. But, and the huge but for this, is the fact that you have to do it manually with hex editing. AT Machine made some tutorials for it, or made a tutorial for it. I think it's just one. But it's still very difficult, and it's very, very time consuming. So I would only do it when I feel like it would really add to the map, which I feel for most of the changes, currently there just isn't. I want to try to do it as least as possible, just due to the fact that it's quite difficult and time consuming. And if it's not going to have a big impact, then I don't necessarily need to do it. But yes, technically you can change around map objects now. It's the same for FE10. Is it possible to add stuff? It's not... You're not able to add stuff, but you are able to change stuff. Best way I can probably describe this, let's say I wanted to add a bush right here. What I could do is I could take like one of the trees above the visible area and change the tree to be located here and then change it to a bush. That is possible. So you can swap existing ones, existing objects, but you can't swap, you can't completely add stuff in, if that makes sense. Alright, yeah, they're much less tanky now. Oh, your strength is also changed. I don't think you need that much less strength. You're kind of a joke. Makes sense, you can actually do more than I expected. It's still very, very tedious though. Okay. Let's try the same strategy again. Our team is not the strongest still, but can hopefully contribute at least a little bit. He had reduced strength from the beginning. Okay, I guess it's fine then. Yeah, their damage output should stay pretty much the same. But units like Ike can actually deal damage now, even at base. And you do have more healers now. Yeah, okay. Let's heal up Ike. See how the flow of the map goes. And we even get Mist's first level. Okay, that's a good one. I don't think I changed Mist much at all so far. Nice. Nice. Sneezing around again. And you do have to remember, I think most people give the Angelic Robe to Ike. I specifically am trying this without stat boosters to see just how possible it is without them. And this is like, my Boyd leveled strength quite well, so he's able to do this with an iron axe, but if yours didn't, he should still be able to one-shot them with a steel axe. You know, Rolf, of course, if he gets to double in territory, oh boy. Bless you, thank you. Oh boy. And these steel lances even Soren can double. You have to think about players hoarding their resources. Exactly. I want to see... Well, it's not just hoarding. It's also, what if somebody is not good enough to get the first village there? Which most people probably are. But there's always going to be some that are a bit worse than most other players. And for those, I still want them to be able to at least get through the early part. I mean, this is supposed to be a bit more difficult than Maniac mode, but I think we can try to balance the difficulty still a little bit different. You double him. I guess he has a steel sword. Wow, big Boyd. Yeah, I think I'm almost tempted to make these guys charge you on like turn 5. What if some idiot like me gave all their experience to Mia? And then you're based. Or I could maybe make something like, oh, if you move past the bridge, or this bridge, then the other side here charges you. That could work. I kind of like that idea. I do kind of like that idea. Big Boyd! Is the escape tile working? I didn't see the usual glow under the boss. Good question. I don't know. Oh, maybe I removed something from the script that I didn't think was necessary. We're gonna test it. That's a good point. That's a very good point. Oh my god. Rolf guys, we're so fucking back. Stats are not even that insane, it's just that because he doubles them. And I think I increased bow might. Yeah, I increased bow might a bit across the board. Isn't there already a charging mechanic on the map? I think there is. I don't think there actually is, but I might be misremembering. Some of them charge, but I don't think everybody does. Like, I think a lot of people on the left side don't actually charge you. At least on Maniac mode. Okay, at least he's getting defense. Yeah, see, these guys, they should also charge you. So, while we're on this, let me just quickly... I'll put this on my second screen, and we'll check the script. Okay, I think it's called is it not CP? What was it? CQ? Combat sequence? No, that's not what it is. What was the AI stuff called again? In Radiant Dawn, oh, sequence, that's what it was. What was CP? Command... I think CP was the tutorials that they gave you when you beat something in Radiant Dawn's code. Sequence here. If unit query is not a priest... Okay, hold on. Yeah, here, CP. It has something to do with their AI. Let me just quickly open up a translator. Let's have a look. So if you put this in here, CP change. Yeah, that's AI change. And then this one is CP change trigger. Okay, this is if you, if the AI is not yet changed, then get the change trigger and set the AI to change. And then if Imaku is dead, don't do anything. But if he is alive, we do some character changes. Event force get count. So it gets the count of all enemies. It gets the ID of Emaku. And then it gets first. Force get first. Get the first of the force. First of the enemy force, I guess. And then while it's counting, if anybody in the force is equal to 0, so dead, then you don't do anything. If they are not equal to 1 to the boss, if the enemies are not equal to the boss, then you check if they're a priest. And if they're a priest, you set their AI to all units use rod, so staff, 100% of the time. And then go to... I think this is bugged. Because if I read this correctly, if a priest is alive, then you set their AI to heal all, and then you go to label L5, so you practically skip this part that tells everybody else to go there. And then for V2, unit get next. And then you get the next one, and you set the force to 0. What if I just remove the go-to label? What's the warning? Oh, that was the one at the top there. Let's just see what this changes. If I understand it correctly, this should mean that it, if they're a priest, it changes their AI to use staves at all times, and it should also change everybody else's AI. Let's see, where else is there, because this is the only AI change that there is. It's okay, I know exactly what happens. This chapter is bugged. Don't you do this for every unit? No, this chapter is bugged. I'm telling you right now, and I'm telling you, I think I figured it out. So what is supposed to happen is, if a trigger is made, I don't quite know what the trigger is right now, then it goes through all enemy units, and all enemy units, it goes through them one, by order of who's at the top. And then that means that the first, like some of these enemies, they're like, oh, you're an enemy. Or it's like, let's say this guy's at the top, right? He's at the top, it checks, are you a priest? And then it says like, oh, you're not a priest. Okay, set your AI to attack everybody. Set your AI to charge. Then it checks, oh, are you a priest? You're not a priest. Okay, charge. Then it's like, are you a priest? Oh, you are a priest. So we're gonna set your AI to heal everybody, but we're gonna tell you to get to the first value again and force get count, and you're like, okay, the count is now... Is it correct? But it feels like they're skipping over this entirely, right? Because they're applying this bottom part for everybody until they hit a priest, and then once they've hit a priest, they stop. When they're supposed to change everybody's AI. Again, I'm not a programmer. I'm trying to get a wind of it. How I read it, the go-to is to avoid overwriting the priest's heal AI after setting it to heal. Yes, but am I not correct in understanding that it checks here? If any enemy is not the boss, then check if they're a priest. Right? It checks if they're a priest. If they're not a priest, or if they're a priest, it sets them to the AI. And if they are a priest, then it tells it to go and finish. And so if we go to the map here, let's see, where's a priest here? It goes to, okay, ignore this, change the AI, charge AI, charge AI, charge AI, and then it hits its first priest, and the first priest is right here. So it changes this guy's AI to all unit rod, which it already is, by the way. So that's kind of irrelevant. And then it doesn't change the AI of these guys. These guys don't charge. These guys, like the guys on the... And it would make sense if you take a look. This guy doesn't charge. All the guys below them, like in here, like this guy, they also don't charge. It's a priest. If it's a priest, go to the end of current iteration and then go to the next unit. I don't think it works. I don't think it works because these units don't move. I think what it should be, if I'm understanding this correctly, is once it's done going through every unit, here, yeah, because it says if the value is 0, so if there's no new unit afterwards, can sometimes be an if statement on their own. Wait, okay, so... is there an else statement in the language used? No. But it wouldn't make any more, like, anything else wouldn't make sense to me, because it is working exactly like I think it will. In the sense that, if you take a look, as I said, these units right here who are below the priests, they don't get their AI charged. They don't charge. Everybody who's above the priests do. So, I'm not quite sure how to fix it, maybe, but it does seem broken, and it would make sense to me if, like, I never understood why these units don't charge. Let's try it then. Okay. So, yeah, if I'm getting it correctly, then just commenting these two out should work. So we are gonna save this and see if that works or if it completely bricks everything. But I'm starting to slowly understand coding more and more now. Slowly wrapping my head around that whole thing. So we're just gonna do the same strategy here. Bonk bonk. Make moves here. Oscar here, slowly but surely. I mean, this is how you make chapters. Like, I had a conversation with a member on my server, a new member, and we talked about like game design. And he's like, "Oh, I'm so bad at game design. I never know like where to put units and stuff." And I was like, "Well, you just gotta place them, and you gotta see if it works. And if it does, great. If it doesn't, well, then you go back and change it." Bro. Loafa so good. Okay. Gonna have Mist heal you. Let's just see. Yeah. Soirin can kill this guy. And ideally I want to kill you with the Regal Blade. I just gotta heal you first. Bonk. Bonk. First part of everything is making a draft, then come the iterations. Absolutely. That is how it works. Okay. Now we're just... I think I'm just gonna leave Valentia here and heal her. Heal Ike with her, rather. Yeah, I got hit, but that's fine. It's this level, and it's pretty much the same one. And then we can just... I don't know, we can heal Oscar, I guess. Okay, yeah. Levels don't really matter. Nice. Bond crit. So, I think the trigger is once you pass the bridge. At least that would make sense to me. Okay, we're just gonna do this. Because I want to heal you. I guess I could have just moved back. Oh well. Because it makes sense for you to only go towards one of these directions. Towards one direction, if you so will. Alright, you're a bit out of space there, but... Okay, Lofa's actually not good enough for that. Yeah, you need a shove. Big boy! Maybe an adept proc? No, sire. But this will be a kill. I mean, one thing we could maybe do is like change up the enemy types a little bit, so that whether you go in the one direction or the other, you will face different enemy types. It might be easier for you to do. Is the res high on this Soren, or is he just bad? Or is Soren just bad? Oh, I guess they do have a little bit of res. Yeah, the enemies do... Yeah, the enemies do have a little bit of res in this. Which, honestly, maybe I should change to make Soren feel a bit better. Yeah, that's a good point. I'm gonna change the stats on these enemies. I want them to have 0... At least while you're still, like, training Soren a bit, I want them to have pretty bad res. So we're gonna do FA... That should make Soren feel a lot stronger from the get-go. The mages are fine if you can't really damage them, that's totally fine by me. But the rest here... The Armor Knight felt like a bit tanky for Soren. Yeah, I agree. I agree. You're fine. I mean, these guys can have res, that's okay. I'm gonna make all of the physical units res be 0. to make Soren feel a bit better. Again, this is supposed to be kind of a little training chapter, not too much. Bit of a respite. The last chapter could have hit you hard. So you get to just chill out a bit, train your mage a bit. Like that. Okay, and we can check that out next time. What song is playing? It is Berwick Saga Menace. If you have song suggestions, you can type them in. Okay, let's continue this testing for now. So if I am correct, these guys here should also charge now. If I'm not correct, then probably everything will break. And shit will indeed hit the fan, and hit it hard. Or I guess it's after you cross this threshold. Or maybe it's just not happening? I mean, that could also be, you know, the issue. And I'm just so used to if anything goes wrong with this game, like a tiny paper cut, it just completely hits the deck and fucking dies. Okay, that didn't work. But let me check their AIs. Because yeah, see, okay, I see what the issue is. That whole thing has nothing to do with what I just said, what I thought it would be. It has nothing to do with the bridge. I think that is the event for once you get out of the woods or you attack someone, that is when it changes these guys' AI to charge you. The reason why these guys charge you when you get to the bridge is because they have 1.5 range move AI. When really, like, these guys have 2 range, so he will move 2 times his range to try and attack you. When in reality, these guys should try to charge you once you get closer. So you kind of have to choose between, do I want to try to push through here or do I want to try to push through here? So I think neither of us are correct in that case, because it just didn't have anything to do with it. Nearest unit move. All units attack 1. But wait, nearest unit move, is that not... Let me check out previous chapter. Here. Dakoa. No move attack. Nearest unit move. So technically, if they have nearest unit move, and they do, they should just run towards you. Like, that is just the charge AI, is what I think. What about these guys? Yeah, nearest unit moved. That should just be the charge AI. They have 2 range move. I could probably make like a difficult event that says, oh, okay. I'll probably need some help with this from somebody who can actually code. Let's take another look at this. So, what is this? Let's search for this. Callback. So register. What is this location flag? It's one of them. Cool. Well, this is the only AI change that I see. Yeah, this has to be the one that checks, because it checks every turn from turn 1 and onwards. I think this has to do with, like, if you move out. It's the event that plays when you get spotted. Yes, I think that's what it is. So how would we make an event that says when you cross the bridge, set everybody to charge? That's why it rotates the boss, etc. Yeah. Because on one hand, I like them not all simultaneously charging you the second you're spotted. But on the other hand, I do also kinda just want them to charge you at some point. Maybe I can just keep it like that for now. And I can take another look later. Because I mean, the archer, the myrmidon here will charge you. Maybe I can just set these guys to move ×2 for now. Okay, attack range to move. Oh, he's set to nearest unit move. Probably take a look at the Marsha spawn event in chapter 2. What would that show me? AI change? Oh, you're right. Once you cross the threshold. Yeah, you're right. Okay, you know what? For now, I'm just gonna give these guys 2 range movement. Maybe I'll pull this guy a little bit closer. Like this. And I'll put the priest here. Attack 2 range move, nearest unit move. No move, no move. You can change the AIs as needed. Okay. I think I'll put this guy, I'll pull both of these guys just up a little bit. Because then, maybe like this. Because then this guy will also charge you. And these guys we're gonna put to attack range to move. So they should charge you earlier. Why do they have several AIs? So, the first one is... if a unit is in your range, what do you do? And then the second one is, if there is no unit in your range, what do you do? And the third one is, if you are hurt, what do you do? For the most part. Like you can see, this guy has normal heal AI. Most of them have normal heal AI, actually. But there's some who will try to heal when they're even lower HP, or who will try to flee. Nearest unit move essentially means, even if you can't see an enemy, or even if you're not close to an enemy, move towards whoever is closest to you. And then all units attack 100 means if a unit is in your range, 100% of the time you attack. These are very specific ones, you just have to know the command, essentially. Like this guy will move if anybody is within 1.5 of his movement range. While 2 movement means These guys will move if anybody is within double their movement range. Basically, if you put like all unit attack in the third slot, you basically remove heal mode. No. No. Because this is specifically for heal mode. So if you wanted to remove heal mode, you would have to look at... I don't remember here. Here, sequence no heal. Because these are just player units. No move means they don't move, no heal means they don't have heal AI. They will always attack until they die. Yeah. Okay, but I am rather fine with this for now. Honestly. If I really want to change it further, I can. Let me just note it down. In my shower patch. Chapter 6. 7. This is chapter 7, right? This one says chapter 5. Should be chapter... says chapter 5. Should be chapter 6. Yeah, so this is chapter 6. Make all enemies charge. If you cross either of the two bridges. Okay. I think that's fine for now. We'll just continue playing this one. Yeah, the rest change is obviously not an effect yet. Oh my god, Lofa. 11 speed. Yeah, this guy gets reduced to exactly enough speed to be doubled. Jesus Christ, Lofa. Leave some for the others. Okay, nice. Soren can also double now. Yeah, I think I gave pretty much all bows like +2 might or something. You can double check this, but I think so. Let's get Mia a kill. Why you? Can Ike kill? Or like the Regal Blade, I made all effective weapons a bit stronger, so the Regal Sword is actually just better than an Steel Sword now. For only 2 weight is good. I guess, but you know, weight doesn't really matter until you have like 5. Because like, either I could try to make it like a fake ×3 bonus. I could try to find the ×3 bonus. But honestly, I kinda like ×2 effective bonus. As long as the weapons just have some might. You know, if they do, it's like... It's not completely overpowered where you just one-shot everybody. But they're not so bad that you're better off using other weapons. Like, I've made it so, for example, what was the hammer? Hammer is 15 might now, so it is a good weapon in and of itself. But if you use this against, like, compare this to a silver axe, even like a forged silver axe, the hammer still does more damage. It's obviously still heavy and inaccurate, but you're not just better off using a silver weapon instead of an effective weapon. Because I feel like that doesn't really feel good. Rolf is the new Jagan, holy shit. Didn't say too good, by the way. It feels good. I like it. I like it. Just gonna leave you here for now. War crimes. Wait. I'll kill him. War crimes. Gonna leave you for Mia. The thing with bows is, you say bows are underwhelming in Tellius. They are a little bit underwhelming, but they're still really useful. Wait, he charges now? Are they... Now they charge! What? I kind of skipped over that. Hammer is only 1 less might than Silver Axe. Yes, but it's much more heavy and much less accurate. So I'm fine with it. So now they do charge. Okay. So maybe that was the correct event then, it just plays later? Because I'm not quite sure if there's any other... This is the only change, I think. Copy map, camera, fade, instant focus, fade. Let's check this actually. Raw dialogue. We should theoretically see the dialogue we just saw here. This is the charge dialogue. Can it be the regular AI? Oh, good point. Good point. No, I think, because this guy was here, so... No, it can't have been, because this guy still has one range AI. Yeah. So I think removing the label is actually correct then, because I think this is... the game was still running on the version where I didn't remove the label. Or where I did remove the label. So I'm not quite sure where... why it works like this, but... Because there should be another event, right? Wait. Maybe it's this? Maybe this is the event for... Yeah, this is the event for if they're outside the forest. This is the event for that, and this is the charge event. Oh, oops. This is the charge event, so that was correct. Yeah, the event that plays when you get out of the bushes, that is this one. You know what? I'm gonna be smart, actually. I'm gonna fucking put a comment here. Wait, can I, event... No, I think it's the same one. I'm gonna put it like this, though. Event that plays when you go outside the forest. Future download will really enjoy this one. Oh, yeah. Okay. No, I'm gonna put it before the callback. Event that plays when you get close to Emaku. Still not quite sure why this plays. But it plays. And I guess that's the important part. Future developers always loves documentations and code. Yes, and I will be that future developer one day. I'm telling you right now. Okay, what I honestly should do is I should literally just go through each chapter one by one and comment, like, things out. Hello, Real Garneth. Okay, but that is very, very good to know. That means this chapter works mostly like intended already, and I don't really need to change much about it. Whoa, why you? Currently better than Ike. At least not as tanky. Okay. Oh boy. Go. I'm actually not sure if these guys now charge as well. Maybe I should have shoved the Lyncha away. No, they don't. Okay, these guys never move, it seems. Yes, thank you. And Ike in my testing, Ike didn't level the fence once. I'll believe that. Yeah, the hammer is actually able to one-shot with this. Mia, some more fodder. Okay, maybe Thorn can do some damage? No. No, sire. Okay, Ike, do you kill? You don't kill, perfect. But I think I just blocked you off. Oh well. Mia, get over here. Okay, and now we should be able to get the boss. Mia, Mia, Mia. Yeah, I didn't quite fix her shove animation yet, but oh well. Because this is technically a class that doesn't really have animations, it's just a civilian, but I made it. Oh yeah, healers get Paragon, I forgot about that. I made it so that she has a placeholder at least. Ow. Now, the javelins are quite heavy. Boyd! The Lynch's animations are funny. Oh my god, this is a really good Boyd. Holy shit. 1% crit. I don't like that. How do you not get crit avoid? Huh? Isn't he supposed to get crit avoid from Oscar? That's weird. She looks like she does take a beating every time she does anything. It is the animation she plays when she gets hurt. So, yes, she quite literally does take a beating. It feels more like a sacrifice animation than anything else. There's bond supports? Yes. And these guys should have it, so I'm really not sure why. Is it just hit? No. Do they? I know Oscar and Boyd, like they definitely have one. Maybe it just doesn't remove crit? Maybe it just gives crit? I guess it only gives crit. Yeah, right. I think it's only Soren that actually removes crit from Ike. And some very... or like Joffrey from Alinsha and stuff like that. 1 damage. I think it only gives you crit otherwise. Well, nothing ever happens. Let's see if I removed the escape tile, by the way. Depends on the bond support, apparently, just checked. It doesn't give crit avoid. Yeah. Yeah. You are completely correct. My life ends here. Okay, the escape tile is still here. It just doesn't glow. So let's go through the events here. Unit escape by PID. Here, I think it's this one. The label still plays. Go to label. I think if we just take this, because I'm pretty sure it's this one. Build instruction show. Can this not just stand on its own? I guess not. Because I removed the label here. What if I just put it in... At least it's not a soft lock, yeah. What if I put this somewhere further up? Can't you let it where it was? The issue is, label 13 only gets called for when Titania is dead. Or when Soren is dead, apparently. Which doesn't really make much... Let me look that up again, that doesn't make much sense. It is legit only these three. That's pretty weird. And move by PID. But it should only be this one. So we're gonna go to one of the defines. Like right here, it loads the map. Oh yeah. Oh, okay, okay. I see what the issue is. The instruction is already there to make the escape tile. But it hides it on right here. For the cutscene. And then after it's finished, it goes through the text here. And, can I put it here? That works. So we can just make it show once Ike appears. That's fine by me right now, honestly. Should be able to just uncomment the line and it should work. But no, the issue is, label L13 doesn't play. The line can be played without it. Oh, okay, well let's try that out. Shit. I went back a bit too far. When you get close to a mock. Here. So... yeah, I guess that works. Label is never used. I missed all your explanation because YouTube loves money. Is Tellius based on India? No. Tellius is, I think the continent is based on Africa, if I recall correctly. Loosely looks like Africa with a little bit of Middle East in there attached. But yeah, it says that the label is never used. Label is not useful. Okay, here's the thing. If I comment both of these out, I get an error here. And I don't know why. It just gives me an error. Tellius smells, well, I'm gonna make it no longer smell. So I don't want to fully remove that, because I don't know why. Keep the line... But why do I need this one, then? Oh, wait! Oh, I'm so stupid. This is not one event. It's... all of this is an event. Yeah, okay, okay. Now I see it. Yeah. I thought this was closed up here, but there's no other bracket here, so this is perfect. It works perfectly. Okay, but people can actually escape. And they even have escape quotes. Because the escape quotes are generic. Interesting. So Lecha have one? No, okay, but she just leaves then. Yeah. Sometimes I stop and think, does games like FE9 and FE10 promote bestiality? Actually, no, and I'm gonna tell you why right now. In the lore of Tellius, if a Lagoose and a Bjork have sex, the Lagoose lose their transformation ability, and they pretty much just become humans. So, I don't recall if it was if they bang or if they have a kid, but that is actually what happens to Leran or Sephiron. He used to be a heron, but he banged a human and lost his heron abilities. So, humans are strong sperm, and that is the reason why you don't see any Lagoose in Awakening anymore, you know, with Pan and everything. Becoming pregnant robs the Lagoose from their powers permanently, and impregnating them... It's not just becoming pregnant. Wasn't the union of Lagoose and Bjork glorified by the heroes? You mean by Ike? Yeah, by Zihark and stuff, but they do lose their abilities. It was a positive reinforcement for this idea. Yeah, but the game literally proves to you that what will happen if Lagoose and Bjork live together, and Lagoose, by the way, have a lower fertility rate, I recall that being mentioned somewhere as well. They will literally die out as a species and just become humans, just be assimilated, because they're gonna bang over time. So if you think about it, Zihark is essentially, by promoting Bjork and Lagoose living together, he is promoting the genocide of Lagoose. No, Zihark wasn't a Lagoose, Sephiron was. Sephiron or Leran or whatever you want to call him. Alright. Right, we did this one. Okay, this is Event Titania right here. That's obviously wrong. We're gonna have to add her to the next one. That's an interesting way to commit genocide. It is a real thing. It's actually in the UN definition of genocide. If you try to lower somebody else's fertility, or don't allow them to live their culture, or something like that, it is actually considered genocide. The idea behind Lagoose and Bjork relations is more about the equality between races for Ike. I mean, it might be, but at the end of the day, that's going to be the end result of it. Going by what the game tells you. Now, it's only been a short stream, like 2 hours, but I actually feel a bit tired. I've already recorded a couple of hours with Mangs raiding the Radiant Dawn CMU units today. So... and we're gonna continue that tomorrow and hopefully finish it, and then it can go up after some editing. But I've already talked for like 3 hours before this, so I feel a bit tired, and I think I'm gonna let it rest here. But we finished one chapter in a state where I'm relatively happy with it. And then next time we can maybe jump into this one, because this one will probably require a little bit more work. That's a strong Titania. Not too bad about it, just go rest. Yeah, but I'm happy about it. We did one chapter, you know, and for this chapter, my plan is gonna be that this group kind of stays the same. Obviously, Mia is missing because she spawns in the event here. We're gonna add Mia and the others there. And then over here, you will get Titania, Riz, and Soph. So instead of just awkwardly positioning yourself in these two choke points, you will now have a little bit more ability to kind of flank the enemy. So yeah. Hope you guys still had fun or learned something from this. And make sure... I can mention this once more. Make sure if you want to keep up with development, you can join the Discord server. Early Chapter 7 might be brutal without Titania. Yeah, it might be. But I'll figure out how to make it work. I like the idea for not being there for a chapter. Or like 1.5 chapters, let's say. Alright, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time, and have a great end of the day. Bye-bye.